What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists, and welcome to this episode of On the Bench with Pete. Now, I'm having to do this intro here in my house because when I got back and I looked at the footage, the intro and the outro were all out of focus and weird. I don't know, settings are all messed up on the camera, so I don't know what I did, but it wasn't viewable anyway. Luckily, the main portion was okay. So, if you're new to this series, this is the build along, paint along series that you put on in the background whilst you do your hobby or whatever else you want to do. I get some hobby done for about an hour or just under or just over, it varies, and I talk about stuff. I talk to you. You are kind of like it's kind of like therapy for me, and it's good. It helps me get stuff done, boring stuff. It really helps with stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, let's just get to the bench. Okay. Changing it up again. And I'm bouncing around all different ways of doing things. And I have a spare camera on order, which is exactly the same model as the one I have now. It's just a spare as a backup, but I will be trying and trialing that out. You may have noticed last few On the Bench episodes, a bit of kind of experimenting with sound, what I think is good, what I think isn't good, and well, let's just say I don't know, I'm not sold on a lot of the areas of sound. I know it's the one area I have to improve on. Yeah. So I'm just looking for there we go, perfect. Looking for a crappy brush. I know it's the one area I have to improve on, and I know how I'm going to do that, but I just don't have the funds right this moment. But it's my next port of call. You can't upgrade everything all at once, right? And yeah, so so I think I'm going to paint this chappie's hair. Well, there's no think about it. I am going to paint his hair. Now, my next door neighbour, still having that shed of theirs built, the one that burnt down back along, but the main structure of the building is built. But just trying to sort out the roof and that now. Getting that done. Does seem to be taking an awful long time, I have to say. But yeah, I feel like I've accomplished much today. I went out. I filmed an episode of Memory Lane, which was awesome, because I've kind of done a whole section of what I had in my head it would be, almost pretty much. I'm going to expand on it. It will, I think I mentioned it in the video, but it will go over into computers and computer games of the day that I was into. When I say the day, I'm talking, late 80s, early 90s. Because that's kind of my era. I don't remember. I remember, of course, but I don't recall living. I don't live too much in the 70s. I do a little bit, but I mean, it will come into it a little bit in different areas. But for the most part, I think it will be 80s, 90s. But we'll see. Who can say for sure, right? That's looking better already. Set on his hair. Do this lady's hair now. had an amazing birthday. You've probably seen my birthday haul. You know, I'm pretty chuffed with that. I think there's a hairband. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself now. Hairband, which is why it looked a bit funny looking. Right. I mean, this model here, this looks like a typical 70s girl to me. Bit of an Austin Powers thing going on here, but not sure exactly how to do my interesting miniatures showcasing or whatever. And I've kind of done it before, so I could do it before and after, but I don't know if that's the format it'll take. Before and after, I don't know. We'll just do the afters. Painted version, you know, I think I might just do that. Oh yeah, I've got to paint her feet, yeah. I didn't do it last time because of the wash. That's right. I put a wash on. This is an interesting brush. It's good for lobbing and globbing. My Wargame Kalinski Masterclass brush. Love that brush. Right, I'm going to have a sip of my soya milk, if you will excuse me here. I do love soya milk. Right. Bugman's Glow. Tiny amount. So I'm just going to wet the brush. And that's all I'm using. Wetness of the brush. Just to do her feet, well, her toes, really, that's all it is. I'm quite liking this camera angle, quite like it. I did have it a bit to the side, but I quite like this. Put a sort of sandly type effect on top of that. Do that later though, I think. I'm really kind of making this up as I go along here for these. Now what I need to do is some sort of highlight for him. Can't go all blue. Oh yeah. You can have an Adolf Guard blue. So many blues. Blue. Maybe. Bring it out. There we go. Adolf Guard blue. I think will be the one. What shall I use? Alatok blue. I think this one's a bit dark. I think I'll use that one. Got any? Could do with an agitator. So let's pop one in there, shall we? Shake this up a bit. So yeah, I had a fantastic birthday. Got loads of stuff, and it's invigorating me to do more videos and things. So yeah. Right. So I use my Kalinski or my detail. I'm going to use my detail for this. Right, so yeah, it is a bit dark otherwise, but that's okay. Adolf Guard Blue. I'm not trying to make it look like jeans or anything, but just some blue trousers. That's, you know, going to be what he's wearing. So I didn't go to Exeter as I was originally planning on doing. Yeah, I had a long journey the day before coming back from my mum's. It was long because traffic was just at a standstill, and basically our journey took twice as long as it usually does, and I was still feeling the effects of it the day after, which is kind of what put me off going back out there. Even by train, I just couldn't be bothered. Felt a little bit poorly as well, to be truthful. But I was very happy, you know, even though I felt quite poorly. And by the end of the day I was ecstatic, even though I still felt poorly. But it's such a good birthday, you know. I got birthday cake again. I really am spoiled. Because I never used to get all that. But I do now. This is a very interesting miniature, I have to say. Live up to their names. Yeah, I like that. I wonder if I should have given him black shades now. No, I'll give him kind of the bluey grey ones, I think. Yeah. But does need the frames Or at least that side. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do him a blue-grey. I think that's what we'll do. Him, his hair's done. He's looking pretty good actually. Yep. Just a matter of doing the hair on Sherlock here. He's looking quite good, I have to say. Yeah. Very nice. Now I've got this gentleman. Well, I think his hat can be black. I will have his hair as a brown, I think that's what I'm deciding. Should give them names really. But I just can't think of what to call them. Very nice. I love this model. Will be great to bring him to life. Okay, under the rim. And the weather wasn't that great either, thinking about it, for going up to Exeter, on my birthday. Whereas the year before, like last year, wasn't too bad. We went up by train. We can do a similar thing in the summer, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, that will be good for him. Let's have a look at me, Professor. Me, Professor, he says. My Professor. Touching up the hairline. So yeah, I was interested in doing my memory lane video today. Beautiful day for it, lovely weather. I would say a lot of cloud in the sky. There were clouds in the sky, but not many, and the sky was very blue. Could still well be actually. It still looks fairly bright out there, looking out the window. Yeah, so perfect conditions. Not too bright, not too dull. Spot on for filming. Lime Marble. Any black? Yeah. Remember this gun back. Oh, heating's coming on now. Probably won't need to keep it on, but it was a little chilly when I first came out here, that was all. So, what are you guys working on now? Be interested to know, as always. And is it something you planned on working on, or is it like something you didn't really plan on working on? Because what I find is, more often than not, I end up working on stuff I didn't really plan on working on, but it's just the way it panned out, you know? No complaints, just is what it is. Slime marble. Those black boots. It does now. So I'm concentrating a little bit here. Probably tell. Right, okay, so that's that one done. Not bad. It's more just tidying up his boots. So as you know, I've got start collecting towel set, which will make a great series of videos at some point. And my Magnus de Red, of course, like piece de resistance, you know. Phenomenal model, and I look forward to that one. Not going to rush that one, I can tell you that. Yeah. Dawn is... I'll give them a grey top. Just looking for areas of black I might be able to do, you know. Any areas of black, really. Don't think there's anything there. Pommel of the sword, perhaps. Other than that, I think we're good to go. And thus ends another black. Yeah. Right, so that's that. Good, good, good. So I've done his top hat, although you wouldn't know, because I don't even know what to call him. He's like a very short guy, very short in stature. And he could be like a circus ringmaster or a cult leader, perhaps. Yeah. Do his coat red, I think. I don't know why. I want the fact that it feels like it should be red for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain it. Anyway, we're approaching the halfway mark. It feels like I haven't done very much, so what can I do next? I feel like I need a lighter brown to do some browns, and I might do her Ankh gold. Yeah, I think I'll do that now. Balthazar gold. I won't bother filling it down, it's just literally a couple of millimetres across, not worth worrying about. So there's no detail too obscure. I'm just doing the Ankh. Okay. Just kind of like a cross at the bottom with a circular bit at the top. Yeah, there you go. One Ankh. I like it. So I've got my riptides on the bench here as well. Then I want to sort of tidy up a bit, because it was a long time ago that I painted him. There, I'll tidy up his shield. I never was happy with that, so yeah, I'm going to tidy that up a bit, I think. So I'll probably do that now. Why not? Towel light ochre. Beautiful. I think I airbrushed him. So I've got to almost a regiment brush. I can't believe I painted all my termagants with a regiment brush. Hey ho. Hey ho, what do you do? Gonna set a table up soon. Hoping my friend can come around and we can play some 40k and yeah, it'll be good. I think the thing which drew me to 40k more than anything was the cinematic value of the models. It just looks so dynamic. It started with the Tyranids running across the battlefield. That's how it started, and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks so good. I'm there, I'm there. So I'm tidying up this shield. I don't even know if it has a special name. Don't know much about Tau yet. I can hear people next door. I don't know if that's... there was one guy doing the roof. He's just putting a bit of timber around and some MDF on top, really. I suppose I'll have to get a separate roofer. It's housing association. You know, I'm always curious as to how they contract things out from a business standpoint. I mentioned it on another video, but as in I've already mentioned this before, so it's like long after the fact by the time this episode goes out. But I went to a networking evening the other evening. I was accompanying my wife. She wanted to go along, try it out. It was mostly about her book, not me as a content producer or anything like that. But when I mentioned, yeah, I'm a YouTube content creator, people's eyes seemed to light up. Like, wow, really? That's so cool. To tell me more about it. And, you know, they're really interested. I said, oh, you should connect with so-and-so. You should do this, you should do that. It's all LinkedIn. It's from a LinkedIn thing, that's what it was. If you're on that. Oh, this looks better, heaps better. Yeah, I much prefer that. Now, the only thing I don't really like is the head. I mean, they have them different colours, but I've never really liked that. I don't know, it's... I know it's what they do. But I've never really liked it. Well, I had a little bit of touch-up work on my towel. Yes, I have a towel. Riptide. There he is. Star of the show. Pop him back over here. Out of the way. Out of the way, he says. And I'm knocking stuff over. Right, towel light ochre. That was really cool. Right, so 34 minutes in, or on the main section anyway. Right. Don't think these are ready for dry brushing on the bases just yet. But we do need a lighter brown. think towel light ochre is probably too light. Beast hide, that might do it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it nicely. Beast hide will work a treat, I think. Oh, this could do with a agitator in as well. It's pea-free, so that the wonderful paints. What time have I got there? Sip of soya milk. Ooh, which equates to a large mouthful. Sorry about that. Right. So I've got a load of interesting miniatures to work on now, which is great. Dr. Watson, come on down. The price is right. Right, that worked quite well. So once again, my nostalgia was kicking in today. Being back at Ellswood Drive, or Snob Hill as it was known. Yes, Snob Hill. If you say Snob Hill, it's like you belong there or something, you know, you should be living there. Yes, this is the perfect brown to accompany this one. I can't remember what. I think it was Gorefall brown. I can't remember now. This is Beast Hide. Yeah, so I'm chuffed to bits with that. A nice mix. That worked out well. So I see there's a new like Karate Kid movie, you know what it's called, Cobra Kai or something, but it's got the original, you know, Ralph Macchio and what's he called? I can't remember now. He played Johnny from the original movies. I think that'll be so much more popular than the remake of Karate Kid ever was, because I thought it was atrocious. I mean, its only saving grace was Jackie Chan, but even that didn't help it, I don't think. Right. But with the original characters, I think that'll be brilliant. it would be really cool if they had like Elizabeth, what's he called, Elizabeth Shmoo or Shu or something like that, one that played his girlfriend or the shared girlfriend, wasn't it? Like, the ex of Johnny, and the new love interest for Daniel LaRusso at the time. Yeah, I'm liking this. I am liking this. Oh, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks great. I still don't know what colour to do Dr. Watson's hat. So that's a curious thing. But I'm liking how that came out. Now I've got the task of doing Sherlock's cloak well. So I see they're sending, or it's all in the pipeline, isn't it? They're sending another craft type thing to Mars. Not a rover as such, but it's more designed for looking beneath the surface, like a radar type thing and seismic activity, that kind of thing. I mean, they're clearly looking for life signs, for signs of life, and whether that's to confirm or what, I don't know. What they already, because they already know. I mean, you can't tell me when was the first. They had like a rover type thing land up in the 60s, didn't they? It had legs, not wheels. From then to now, I mean, still to be checking soil samples? I don't think so. Come on. Really? I think they know exactly what they're looking for now. Well, I don't think they knew already, but I think they're more specific now, I had an old friend contact me for my birthday, on my birthday. I haven't heard from him for years, a long time. I was really glad because I wasn't even sure if he still lived at the address I had when I sent him a Christmas card. He said he would email me, and I hope he does. But I don't want to push it if he's, don't seem like a pushy new old friend. New old? Yeah. A pushy new old friend. I would dearly like to get back into contact with him though. So that was a nice surprise for my birthday. He would appreciate the new Cobra Kai movie because we were kind of fanboys of the original Karate Kid at the time. In a big way, you know. Going back a lot of years now, isn't it? There, Mr. Sherlock. Thank you. Better. Got 46 minutes, so. This is a really cool dude, this guy here. I mean, I don't know who he is, but he's really cool. I just think he's so cool. Great pose. Yeah, this Beast Hide Brown is great. Love it. It's like a mid-tone beast flesh, really. But great for brown coats and the like, you know. So I think this miniature will definitely play a part in Call of Cthulhu, or in some campaign, or maybe lots. You know, I just think he will. Love the viscosity of P3 paints. I think they're brilliant. Paint out the pot quality. You can airbrush them really simply as well. Love it, love it, love it. There. That works well for me. And I think I'm going to call it a day there because there's not much else I can do at this stage. I need to let things dry and I need to have a think about where I'm going, otherwise I'll be humming and hawing and taking ages. So I'll just pop it back there and I'll end it here. So thank you very much for watching this episode of On the Bench with Pete. Like I say, the intros and outros are all weird in the original footage, but thankfully the main bulk of the bench episode was there. I got loads of stuff done on my very interesting miniatures. In particular, I'm pleased with how Sherlock's looking at the moment, and Dr. Watson. So got those browns up there, and I did the bases as well. So they're near completion now. So yeah, so thank you guys for helping me through that, and I'm looking forward to the next one immensely. As always, remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.